Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, let's go over what skills are needed to become a powerhouse relationship coach. And one thing I want you all to remember is nothing that you read in books or lessons is going to be more valuable than implementing your knowledge and actually getting out there coaching your clients. Guys, it's all about being present and understanding your clients' needs and supporting their learning journey. Now, the skills that I feel that you're going to need is going to be active listening, powerful questioning, building a true connection, focusing on the desired outcome, and also giving great feedback. So let's discuss the number one skill, and that's going to be active listening. Number one, be attentive. A part of active listening and being an effective listener involves setting a comfortable tone that allows the coachee to think and speak in a way that suits the both of you. Now, in the process of active listening, you should wait a few seconds before you respond, interrupt, or finish a coachee's sentence, or even begin formulating your answer before they're finished. In order to listen actively, you must pay attention to both your body language and your attitude. As a listener, be present, be in the moment, make eye contact, and also show respect. An open mind is necessary for active listening. When practicing active listening, keep an open mind about new ideas, perspectives, and even possibilities. It is so important for good listeners to suspend judgment. You need to hold criticism and also avoid interruptions, such as arguing or trying to sell a point. Guys, don't assume that you understand your coachee or that they know that you've heard them. When you're the listener, whenever possible, try to paraphrase your coachee's key points in order to reflect the information and emotions that they may be expressing. Reflecting shows your counterpart that you understand each other. Now, let's do a little bit of an example. I always like to throw examples out there. Let's say one of your coaches, let's say her name is Emma. We might say Emma is so loyal and supportive of her team that they will walk through fire for her. And despite my efforts, her team keeps missing deadlines. So you would say, in other words, Emma people skills are great, but she just lacks accountability. So when your coachee says, I don't know what else to do, or I'm tired of bailing out the team at the last minute, as a coach, help them identify their feelings. Say something like, it sounds like you're frustrated and you're stuck. And then go into clarifying. When you are engaged in active listening, don't be afraid to ask questions about anything that may be unclear or ambiguous. Whenever you are uncertain or confused about what your coachee has said, try saying something like, well, let me see if I'm clear, or could you elaborate, or wait a minute, I didn't follow you. Using open ended, clarifying, and probing questions encourages the coachee to do the work of self reflection and problem solving instead of trying to justify or defend their position. You might even ask questions like, well, what do you think about it? Or will you further explain? Active listening emphasizes asking rather than telling, and collaboration is encouraged, and a thoughtful response is inviting. So you might say, well, what are some of the specific things that you tried? Or have you asked the team what their main concerns are? Or does Emma agree that there are performance problems? And how certain are you that you have the full picture of what's going on? After you clarify, now it's time to summarize. You can confirm and solidify your understanding of the other person's point of view by stating key themes throughout the conversation. Additionally, it just clarifies responsibilities and follow up for both parties. Summarize what you learn from active listening and ask the coachee to also do the same. When the coach restate key points, it just may sound something like this. I'm going to give a summarizer for you guys just to make sure that you understand. So, Emma was promoted to manager and her team loves her, but you don't believe she holds them accountable, so mistakes are accepted and keep happening. You tried everything you can think of, and there's no apparent impact. Did I get that right? Restating key themes helps increase accountability. Next, let's talk about share. Understanding the other person comes first, then being understood as a listener comes second. When you understand that the other person's perspectives, this will allow you to introduce your own thoughts and your feelings and suggestions. Perhaps you will share a similar experience that you may have had or an idea that may have been sparked by a previous comment. You and your coachee will both have a clear picture of where things stand after talking through the situation in this way. So, as a result, the conversation can shift to problem solving. What hasn't been tried? What we don't know, we don't know. Are there any new approaches that could be taken? Don't dictate a solution as a coach, but continue to just question, guide, and offer. Thinking through the options and owning the solution will make your coachee feel more confident and more eager. So now that you have an understanding of active listening, now I want to go over the skills needed for powerful questioning. For any coaching session to be productive and transformative, powerful questioning is absolutely essential. So, in order to be an effective relationship coach, you need to motivate your clients to take a fresh perspective on things. Asking your client a powerful question can help them see their relationship challenges and problems in a new light. Furthermore, they can reveal deep hidden beliefs and trigger life changing changes. So, here are just some great questions to ask. It can be, is there a specific outcome that you would like to achieve? How can you take action right now? Or how can you still make it work if nothing changes? All are great and powerful questions to ask. Now, the third skill is building a strong connection with others. It's all about connecting deeply with your client so that they can express what's on their mind and heart without fear of being judged or condemned. This is sometimes what we're going to call building rapport. Being able to empathize without judgment is the key to having a true connection with the client. Furthermore, it's just a crucial part of building trust with every single client that you will work with. One thing you must keep telling yourself is relationship coaching is based on trust. And you will hear this a lot in this course. If you are able to match and mirror the body language, tone, and the voice of your client, you will also be able to establish a true connection that makes them comfortable and able to open up to you. Now, the fourth skill is focusing on the desired outcome. A coaching session without an outcome is just a total failure. A relationship coach most important skill is the ability to set a vision or an outcome for each coaching session and for the entire journey with the client. You have to know how to guide them toward a desired outcome so that they can make the most of your time together. Now, let's discuss the fifth skill, and which is going to be great feedback. The most important skill that you can possess as a relationship coach is the ability to provide powerful, actionable feedback to your clients. Remember, when I stated in your role as a coach in an earlier lesson that a relationship coach helps clients identify, nurture, and build strong, loving, supportive relationships in their personal and professional lives. Guys, this simply cannot happen without feedback. It's important to note that feedback is not about pointing out what your client does wrong, but rather about helping them find solutions and paths that will help them build ideal relationships. Now that we have went over the 5 skills that are needed to become a relationship coach in your workbook, I want you to write down the skills you already possess and what skills that you need to learn and improve on. And when you are done, reflect on how you can improve each of the 5 skills by taking the necessary action steps to improve each of those skills. Remember, the 5 skills are active listening, powerful questioning, building a true connection, focusing on a desired outcome, and also giving great feedback. So, everyone, now that we have discussed the skills that are needed to become a relationship coach, I want to throw in a little nugget and go over owning the skills of relationship coaching. Listen, I want you all to be some badass powerhouse relationship coaches. Excuse my language, but to become a powerhouse relationship coach, you must just adopt a very specific rule from the start. Now, guys, you cannot boost your skills in a variety of ways, but if you want to fast track your progression, you must follow this rule. And what I mean by that is, even though you may spend weeks, months, even years researching, learning, absorbing every bit of theory that goes along with great relationship coaching, nothing is going to be putting it into practice. It is essential for you to coach. If you wish to become a world-class relationship coach who is aware of how to create results for the clients that you are coaching, to become really, really good at coaching, you need to practice and perform the skills just as you would with any other skills. One of the biggest mistakes that newbie coaches make is failing to emphasize the practice and performance rule. And despite spending maybe even hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars on courses and seminars, they don't engage in relationship coaching. It doesn't matter how good your coaching ideas and principles are, if you don't put them into action. You can only benefit from everything you learn if you put it into practice. Practice and perform every single chance that you get on your journey to becoming a relationship coach. Ask your friends, ask your family if they may be interested in receiving coaching from you. Whether you are a new coach or not, any opportunity to practice, guys, it's going to be a good opportunity. Thank you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.